What a blessing it is to be passionate. What a blessing it is to have such high goals that you can't stop thinking about them. What a blessing it is to have a vivid idea of the dreams and the lifestyle you wish to achieve. I don't think this is something most people actually experience in their entire lifetime. A level of passion and a level of commitment to something that causes them to not sleep at night. You know, I've had weeks at a time where I can't sleep at night because I go and lay in my bed and I sit there and I think and I think and I think and I think because I'm just so excited. I'm so excited about the future. I'm so excited about my goals, but I'm also so scared. I'm scared. I'm almost fearful of the future, of what is to come. Can I do this? Can I achieve what I've set out to achieve? Can I overcome the challenges? Who knows, right? But what a blessing it is to not be able to sleep at night, to be able to think of nothing else other than what you have pictured in your mind, right? The goals, I wish I had a better word for goals, the aspirations you have in your life. It is a blessing. Be thankful for it. If you are someone who has had issues just staying focused in your daily life on just mundane things, on sitting here and enjoying the regular, right? Just enjoying the current state you're in. If you're someone who has trouble doing that, and I'm not to say that's a great thing. You should enjoy where you're at. You should be happy where you're at, but also want more. Because if you're not happy with where you're at and you're depressed about it, you're never going to want more. But you can't be content with it. You can be happy with where you're at. You can't be content with it. But if you're someone who has been able to experience what I'm talking about, consider yourself blessed, because it is a almost hell of a situation to be in. When you are sitting there not being able to sleep, getting bad sleep over and over and over again, not able to focus on the tasks at hand, the things you actually have to get done in your daily life, because you can't stop focusing on what you actually want to do, right? When it comes to things like schoolwork, when it comes to things like, just everyday tasks. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I'm not even eating because I'm so locked in on things, where I'm not even like, I love going to the gym and I have goals of going to the gym, but there are days where I don't even go to the gym and I skip it because I'm so locked in on what I'm doing. There are days when I haven't left my dorm room. The past 3 weeks I've been so focused on things. I've barely left my room. I've been just literally working on stuff, going to class, going to the gym occasionally, and coming back here and getting on my computer and grinding the fuck out of what I'm working on. Like, what a blessing that is. Don't forget to live real life too, but harness that obsession, harness that passion. That's what I'm going to title this video, is probably just passion. Because having passion is the greatest thing you can possibly ask for. Having something that you are and want to be so locked in on, it truly brings out the best in the human body and in the human brain. We are not simple creatures. We're not meant to just live a basic life. God didn't give us all these gifts. I have gifts that he's given me. You have gifts that he's given you. God didn't give you these gifts to live a mundane life. He didn't give you these gifts to just, be lazy, and not even be lazy, but just be average. He didn't give you these gifts. We're humans. Look at your brain. Look at all the things we're capable of. We weren't made to be average. No one was made to be average. And I know you could say, well, there's always going to be averages. Yeah, but that doesn't have to be you, right? There's a reason you're watching this video, right? There's a reason I'm making this video. I'm making this video for me as well, for anybody else who out there who wants to watch it, but also for me, so I can get my mind out there, so I can get my thoughts out of my head and actually tangible, have them somewhere I can watch and look at. That's why I love to write. But the human brain and the gifts God has given you are not something to be taken for granted. They're not something to just push off and live a basic life, to scroll all the time, to just indulge in whatever comforts you want to do, to lounge around, right? To live a basic, comfortable, okay life, to just get by. What is just getting by? Are you happy with just getting by, with having to stress about like little things? Can you imagine having to stress about money? Like, the more and more I think about I think about this kind of thing, I begin to realize how stupid is it to stress about money. Money can get you all the experiences of the world, but those are the experiences. That is life. Life is experiences. Life is things you get to do, right? Not even a better word for it. Experiences. Life is experiences. You experience life, right? You don't buy life. You experience life. So how stupid is it to stress about money? Not saying you shouldn't work to make a ton of money. That's exactly what I'm saying you should do. You should be working. You should be grinding to make as much money as you can to experience life, right? That's just one of the things I'm going to talk about is money. You want to experience life. You don't want to just sit around and be okay with where you're at. Can you imagine what it would be like to never ever wake up again and be like, shoot, I got to go, buy this, buy that, fix my car, and I don't know how I'm going to pay for that. Like, how stupid is it when you go to a restaurant and you're like, I can't order that. It's too expensive. I want this steak, but it's $50, right? But I really want some steak. Or even going to a restaurant and being like, damn, this pasta's $20. It sounds so good, but I'm going to stick with chicken fingers because they're $8, right? You should be able to do the things you want to do. You shouldn't be stuck in like, I don't even know what better way to put it. That's why you need passion. You need passion because passion is how you live your life, right? Back to the main point of the video. If you don't have a passion, if you don't have a drive to experience as much as you possibly can, you should want to gain every single experience you possibly can, not in a greedy sort of way, in a living life sort of way. We're on this earth for so long, then we go to heaven, right? This earth is a test, but it's not a test of how mundane it can be. It's not a test of how boring life can be, right? Go out and attack the world. Go out and attack life. Go out and experience as much as you can. But you need to have a passion for that. And a passion for that will bring you the money you need to achieve that. It'll bring you the work ethic you need to achieve that. It'll bring you the mentality, the psychology you need to achieve that, right? But that should be your goal in life. You are blessed to have challenges. You are blessed to have struggles, and you are blessed to be passionate about something, to have goals. God has put that in your mind. Not everyone thinks like this. Not everyone has the mentality that I have and that you're probably watching this video have or are trying to build, right? Not everyone has that kind of mentality. Be thankful for it because it'll help you achieve everything you've ever wanted in life. It'll help you reach levels you never thought were possible. It'll help you experience life at a level that most people will never get to experience. That should be your main focus. Like I'm getting excited talking about this. You want to experience life. As I said before, we're only on this earth for a certain amount of time. Do you not want to experience all you can? Do you want to experience very little? Do you want to live in the same town, do the same things? How boring would that be? Go out and achieve as much as you possibly can. Go out and experience as much as you can. Do as much as you can. Use the gifts God's given you as much as you can. Your goal should be to live a great life, to be a great man or woman if you're watching this. But it's probably mostly guys watching this. Your goal should be go out there and be a great man and live life to the fullest. You hear that saying a lot. Well, live life to the fullest. Living life to the fullest doesn't mean, going out and doing the things you want always, because you can't achieve the true things you want without doing the things you don't want to do. But when you become passionate about something, the things you don't want to do become the things you want to do, because you realize the only way you can reach the level you want to reach comes from doing the things you don't want to do, which then become the things you want to do, which then makes your life great. I hope that makes sense. That's like a weird way to say it. That's how it makes sense in my head. But yeah, never feel sorry for yourself for your challenges. Never feel sorry for yourself for your hardships. That's the dumbest thing you could possibly do. And it's just a one-way ticket to never making it anywhere in life when you feel sorry for yourself. Be glad, be happy, be excited, be thankful for the challenges God has put in your life, because he's given them to you for a reason. Are you going to fold, or are you going to are you going to push through them and reach brand new levels? Think about that for a second. Seriously, think about that for a second. Don't be an idiot. Just I mean, work hard as fuck. That's all I'm going to say is work hard as fuck. Get your shit done. Like there's no easier way to put it. But you are blessed. You're so blessed. Now go out there and use the gifts God has given you to be great.